Hello. Today we are going to talk about the uses of the preterite and the imperfect tenses in Spanish. You already know that these tenses are used for talking in the past. To find the graphic organizer for this explanation, go to your Entre Culturas 3 Explorer and look for the graphic organizer Usos del pretérito y del imperfecto, enfoque en la forma. You will use it during the entire video. Do you remember when Oscar said, "Cuando era pequeño vivíamos en un barrio mucho más tranquilo"? Then he said, "Allí podía salir a la calle con mis amigos, donde jugábamos al fútbol o montábamos en monopatín o en bici." Then he said, "Este verano fue increíble. Fui a la playa, descansé con mi familia y mandaba mensajes de texto todos los días a mis amigos que estaban de viaje." When you talk in the past, you need to ask yourself, 1. Is this an action or something I did? Use the preterite or imperfect based on when the action took place. 2. Is this a description? Use the imperfect or. 3. Is this an emotion or a feeling? Use the imperfect. So follow these next steps to determine the verb tense. 1. If it's not an action verb, use the imperfect, but. 2. If it is an action, did it happen at one particular moment in the past? Use the preterite, or 3. Was it repeated over a period of time such as used to do, would always do, or was doing? Use the imperfect. Let's look at each verb in Oscar's video. Cuando era pequeño. Ask yourself these questions. 1. Is the verb describing an action? No, a description. 2. Then use the imperfect. Era. Vivíamos en un barrio mucho más tranquilo. So you ask yourself, 1. Is it an action verb? Yes, it is something you do. 2. Is it something that was done in one particular moment in time? No. It lasted for a long period of time. Were living or used to live. So we use the imperfect. Vivíamos. Let's continue. Allí podía salir a la calle con mis amigos. 1. Is podía an action verb? Can you do it? No. 2. So is it a description, emotion, or feeling? Yes, it's a description. Therefore, we'll use the imperfect, podía. Here's another one. ¿Dónde jugábamos al fútbol? 1. Was it an action? Yes. It is something you can do. Did it happen in one particular moment in time? No. So it must be an action that was repeated or lasted over a period of time. Would always play. 3. Yes, it was repeated in the past, so we use the imperfect. Jugábamos. Now we have a tricky one. Este verano fue increíble. Was it an action? No. It's a description, so you can use the imperfect era. But although it will be easier for you to use the imperfect, which would be correct, Oscar chose to use the preterite because, in his mind, the summer is over, so he expresses this by using the preterite. So don't get nervous if you would have used the imperfect. Just understand that this is more complicated than you need to make it. On the graphic organizer, usos del pretérito y del imperfecto write in the questions that you would ask yourself to help determine why it's preterite or imperfect. It's not always necessary to ask 3 questions. There is more practice in your Explorer course. Check it out. Adiós.